Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Judges number 14, and we see we're beginning to study the life of Samson over the next few chapters or so. Yesterday we learned about his birth, and today we're going to study a little bit about his life, and we're going to continue over the next couple days with that. And so let's get started. And I'm taking out here in verse 1 right off the bat. It says that Samson went down to Timnah and saw a woman. Then I highlighted, it says, he went back to his mother and father, and he says, hey, I have seen a woman in Timnah of the daughters of the Philistines. Now, therefore, go get her for me as a wife. And his parents said, but isn't there anybody here among your brothers? He said to his father, get her for me, she pleases me well. What I see here is that he just looked and saw. And, we've got to watch that, especially as men, where we are so physical. We depend so much on our eyes as pleasing us, especially in this world. We have to watch it. There's not a place that you really can't go where there is not something trying to tempt your eyes and get you away from where God has you. You go to the mall, you see these pictures up in all the and all these women's stores. You got women in bikinis, you got women in lingerie, women everywhere. I mean, you go to church and there's women in the church who do not dress properly. You've got to protect your eyes, because you never know what you're going to get yourself into when you just depend on what you see. Guys, we need to especially as married men, we need to protect our eyes. We need to protect what we see. And when we see something, hey, that pleases me. And I'm not necessarily just talking about women. When we see something, covetousness, stuff like that, stuff that we want, we need to bring that to God in prayer and say, Lord, is this for me? Lord, is this something for me? All right. So as we go down, we see down in verse 8, we see that Samson, after he had killed this lion, when he comes back on it, he sees that there are some bees that have grown on the carcass and have grown some honey. And he goes up and takes some of the honey. And the importance of that is that he is breaking his Nazirite vow. And in the Nazirite vow, one of the things that they're not allowed to do is touch a dead body. And he has touched a dead carcass. So you see, he's to me, it looks like Samson is growing is becoming very, very prideful, very haughty, very almost like a bad king-like. And you go down, and he then presents this riddle to the sons of the people that his wife is from. And this is a riddle that nobody can answer unless they were with him. They can't. So, here he is, trying to deceive all of these men. And I really don't believe that he was after their goods. I believe that he was after their respect and their thoughts of, oh wow, you're such a smart man, Samson. I believe that he was after that. And so you see the beginning of as we start the beginning of studying him, you see that here is a super strong man. I mean, God has given this man some supernatural strength. But he's failing to follow the commands of God. He's failing to depend on God. And that can only lead to disaster. When you make a habit of that, it can only lead to disaster. So guys, watch your carnal senses. Watch that. Pray about everything. And remember to stay humble. So, happy Sunday. I hope you have a super day. And it's okay to learn lessons from these guys in the Bible. It's okay to learn and to grow from their mistakes. I love you all.